38.
38. So you got that that to look forward to then. Um, Someone who is having these thoughts, how can, because we're gonna, when we post these out, we'll put everyone's names and tag us all in and all the rest of it. How can someone come to you and be helped?
Okay. Well, I mean, it all comes down to emotions because for me, I'm a great optimist as to what's happening in the world right now. We're getting told these big stories of bad things happening, yet we look between the margins and there is seismic shifts in a more positive direction. Problem with, in my view, not to say this is a definitive statement, but how I feel about men and suicide, being a man who has had said thoughts at a couple of points in my life and tried. That's all I really wanted to go into that. But for me, it's the pressure of masculinity. You know, when we look at this thing, we look at the emergence of the manosphere, the red pill movement, all of this nonsense that is coaching men to double down on the crap that is making them ill.
Right.
You know? There's a massive resurgence of that at the moment, which I am personally am against if it is saying this is the only way. You know, people should be able to be whoever the hell they want. So if they want to be a steak grilling, gym going, hunting, you know, muscle man of true masculinity, and that's who they are, that's totally cool, man. But if you want to be more sensitive dude who likes disco and knitting, that's cool. It doesn't matter, you know. So for this, what it comes down to, how I help people is helping them emotionally express themselves without taking away from them, without making them feel like they're giving into a form of weakness. Coming back to that analogy of the dynamic strength, making them more mobile and malleable. I'm a millennial. I graduated university in the midst of the biggest financial crash of our generation with a very niche degree. I fly the flag for the most adaptable and versatile generation. And if anyone criticizes millennials, I will fight them because they don't know what they're on about. Because, yeah, some of us have gone a bit emo and made things like coffee and houseplants our identity, which is a bit weird, not into that. But others of us have realized that we are meant to be the tip of the spear of change, and we've got on with it. So when it comes down to that point of view, there's a lot of ways that we have been equipped and now positively conditioned to see and engage with and view the world. So we are able to help turn the wheel. You know, we're not on the wheel, we're turning the wheel. And I think if we look at the age of, you know, where men would unfortunately lean more towards taking their own lives, is classic midlife crisis. If they've gone into life box ticking, thinking that they need to get a certain job by a certain age, have a certain house, have, you know, marriage, all of these tick, 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 then they realize around that time that that's not what they ever wanted to do, but they're in too deep, or they think that they're too old. You know, we live in a very ageist paradigm in the West. We don't realize, you know, as a former musician, we're not told that the songs get more diverse and better with age. We're told if you haven't made it by the time